Hey Aussie Gamers, Luke One here from Aussie Gamers Express, bringing you my most anticipated video games for May 2016. First one, Uncharted 4. Now if you did see the April video that I released last month, you may have seen that Uncharted 4 was already on that one. Unfortunately, after I'd recorded that video, Uncharted 4 was announced as delayed till the 10th of May. So, hence it being in this video as well, it is still one of my most anticipated games, just for a different month now, being May. So, I'm a little bit interested in the multiplayer, which you can see in the video, but mainly interested in the campaign, the gameplay of the single-player campaign story mode as well. So I'm really keen to see what is being called the last installment of the Nathan Drake game. So that's coming out on the 10th of May, and it's exclusive to the PlayStation 4, so if you've got one of those, I would dare say you probably should have this game in your library after it's launched. So check that one out when it comes out. I definitely, most definitely will be playing it. And with a bit of luck, I'll have some good internet by then, and I'll be streaming start to finish. Okay, so let's move on to the next game we've got. Dead Island 2. No, not Dead Island 2. That game is in dire straits. Dead Island Definitive Edition will be out on the PlayStation 4, Xbox One and PC on the 31st of May 2016. And what you will get in this package is the original Dead Island game, also packaged with the sequel of Riptide. And that's all going to be upscaled in 1080p. Don't know if it's 60 frames a second. Hopefully, with a little bit of luck, we might get some smooth 60 frames per second action. If not, 30 frames won't be too bad. But we are going to get the overhauls of nice lighting, graphics. Everything's going to be all nice and upscaled there for the new gen consoles as well as the PC. They don't miss out. Now if you're not too familiar with the Dead Island games, they're a zombie survival game where you can level up your abilities like an RPG game, run around and chop bits and pieces off zombies. Now it doesn't get boring. I put a lot of time into the Dead Island series in the last generation. Now I wasn't terribly impressed with how they ran on the Xbox 360 and the PS3, so I played them on the PC, and hopefully what we're getting here in this definitive edition is going to be very similar to what the PC was like back when it was first announced. So I'm very happy to see this one coming out. I am very much anticipating its release, and I'll definitely be picking this one up on the 31st of May 2016. If you like cutting up zombies, this game's for you. Grab it. Rightio, on to the next game. Okay, so the next one I got here is Doom. Sometimes it is being called Doom 4 or just Doom. I think it's just called Doom, people. Don't call it Doom 4. It is a series reboot. It's the first Doom game since the release of Doom 3 in 2004, so it's a big one. Bethesda is putting this little piece of work together with the corporation of ID Software, the people that made the original Doom series. It looks like a fantastic version of the game. Hopefully it does hold up its end and comes out looking just as spiffy as it does in the game. Look, a little bit of a double jump there. That looks quite nice. The graphics look amazing, and depending on what type of gameplay video you watch, it does actually look very fast-paced, contrary to what's on screen at the moment. But this is just showcasing the level design. But it does look like it should be faithful to the Doom series. Back in the original one, using big, massive weapons that blow bits and pieces off your enemies, and it looks like it's going to be nice and gory as well. So, for those of you that like the Doom games of past, hopefully this does do the game series justice and is just as fun as it was back in the dark ages when the original Doom game came out. I never played Doom 3, it never really came across my radar, and this one unfortunately hasn't really, got me too excited. But now that the release date is less than a month away, I am getting quite excited for it, which is why this one did make it onto my most anticipated games for May 2016. So I'm actually quite keen to give this a go when it does come out. It does look really good. The graphics look like they fit the current generation of gaming, and the performance looks pretty good too. So hopefully the game comes out working really well, and we all get to enjoy some awesome Doom multiplayer action, as well as a nice campaign that'll test your mettle. Anyway, let's move on to my last most anticipated game for May 2016. Mirror's Edge Catalyst, the sequel to the original game just called Mirror's Edge, which I never actually got around to playing. I know, slap my knuckles, I am a disgrace, because the Mirror's Edge game actually had quite a large cult following of fans. However, I never really got around to it, and when I've seen the trailer for Catalyst, kind of blew me away. It looks like the parkour system from Dying Light, which has been integrated into such a gorgeous looking futuristic runner style game. It looks fantastic. So even though I'm not familiar with the series and what actually happened in the first one, I'll be very happy to get my hands onto this tidy looking parkour runner style game. I believe it was the first of its type. So if you see any game that is like a first person runner style with parkour like Dying Light, it kind of got inspiration from this, I would dare say. But that's really cool with the wall running and the ability to take down your enemies, take their guns and shoot them, run away and get up and climb onto different areas like that. That really appeals to me. That's something I really like in gameplay. So I am really looking forward to Mirror's Edge Catalyst, and it is going to be out on the PlayStation 4, Xbox One and PC on the 24th of May 2016. So it's not too long to go, less than a month away for it, but I'm sure that I am not the only person that is super keen on this game, because as I said, the original Mirror's Edge had quite a cult following, which is pretty good to say for a game that didn't really rate all that well. But anyway, those are my most anticipated games for May 2016. If you agree with me or disagree with me or have anything to say whatsoever, please do in the comments down below. And don't forget to like and subscribe to this YouTube channel, because it will help the Aussie Gamers Express team in getting our name out there. And don't forget to check out our Facebook and weekly podcast. Thanks everyone, I'm Luke1, and these are my most anticipated video games for May 2016. See ya.